already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Barons and the Seattle Seahawks. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Check. 280. Come on. 25.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to run now. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here. And as
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Back two. Mike, back two. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Hey, back 52.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Kirk now, the return man. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Murray going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 12. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
So we got man. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
On second down at 4, Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and 4.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now it's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
at the 17-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Uses the spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw on third down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. And let's get that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first.
Young Trip is here.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6 guys. Check 6. Hey, 0.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
First down, Barons.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the shotgun, Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it'll be 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. One flip. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 3. Get them all. West. 14. Go. That's me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Switch.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check three.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
On 3rd down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Right 12. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Phillips. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. After the turnover, here's Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On second and goal, Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, 5.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Check 50. Check 50. Let's go. Bravo. Echo. 5. Mike, 5. Watch the cover. Finds the mic. Finds the mic.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And no, it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
This time, Wilson will throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
First down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September